right? So the first thing I'm going to do, and also you can also choose to do this smaller, which means you'll probably need less detail. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come here with my ruler and find my halfway point by finding the horizontal top and bottom edge. So here is my center. So that is the first thing that I recommend you do. Once you find that, you can see that this tree is over here. Then kind of comes down here, right, with a little tail. Comes over.
He's got a funny little bottom.
Well, it's a light and a dark side. Those are roots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too as I was sketching it out. I'm doing actually the outside edge before I draw in the inside edge. And then see, so you can kind of choose how much detail you want to add. This is actually also a great exercise for that. Because a lot of times, so here is like the light side. Now here, there are a few leaf shapes. So you see, I'm actually drawing the leaf shapes. In some cases, you might not really know what's going on. I can see that these light spots are all on the right side of the center. So I may want to add those in. There's a second tree. There, that kind of comes right up to the center. This tree, of course, is much smaller. There's this kind of tree that's here at the center. So you see, I'm not getting too caught up in the details right now. I'm really just focusing on the biggest shapes. This tree is kind of around the center. There are these coming up here. A little easy to get lost. No, wait, there we are. Bottom. Oh yeah. Top like this. My leaves. My leaves are coming up here. I'm also kind of sketching in my tree trunks first because I think the trees are really the thing that matters here. So there's also a light place here. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to take a real close up so you can. There's actually a person sitting in the background.
We don't have to get that detailed, do we?
No, I just wanted to show it to you because I think you wouldn't even see it. I would never suggest doing it unless you can. Here. I love the Pacific Northwest where I live for this reason. The trees are like bigger than the people. I mean, the trees are just so huge in the landscape. Yeah, like more trees here.
And there's no sun.
Oh, there's some sun, but not like LA, that's for sure. Not now. We had so much sun this summer, now none. There's even like a basketball court. You don't have to get that in. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm drawing, and that's really awesome. Sometimes I'm like, what is that? Is that a shadow? I'm gonna come over here now. Come over down here, do this tree. Of course, this tree is way skinnier than the other tree because it's farther away.
Or it might just be a skinnier tree.
Nope. Come on. It's much farther away. This is not a skinnier tree. This is much skinnier here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jean, I would totally like you to share some of the work, if you don't mind, later on, some of the abstract work you're doing.
Oh,
It's
sure.
been pretty amazing this week, wouldn't you say?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's pretty excellent. I'm also skipping these cars. I don't feel like I need them. Let's see. Yes, thank you. Oh, my favorite piece. Take a look at what Jean did on Tuesday with Carissa. I'd say you're starting to get somewhere, Jean. It's really exciting to watch.
That was a really fun game to play.
Yeah. Yeah, and we play games. Unlike this, where we just torture ourselves with drawing exercises that are way too hard. You know what? What's also nice about this is that if you don't get everything exactly right, it still will probably look pretty good. Right? Everything kind of in the back. Oh, I see. Let me. Sorry, guys. Oh, boy, that's such a good piece. Honestly. Here's my sketch, so you can see it up close. If you find yourself going, God, I don't know what it is, that's a really good thing. That means you're really in the drawing zone. Technically, we really don't have to know what something is to draw it. We just need to be able to see its shape.
This would be fun to do in ink.
Wouldn't it? Yes, I agree. But I think our ink people right now are in a kind of a more beginner stage, and I'd be a little bit afraid to throw this at them. You guys, I don't worry about so much. We got a few old pros here. And when you think you've got a sketch that you're happy with, send it over. I'm having a hard time seeing this, Jean.
I know, I sketch really lightly.
Can you? Okay. I feel like this tree is a little too close to that one. And the reason I say this is there's some nice dark and light shapes you're going to want to capture in here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a focal point, everything that's happening around this big tree here.
Mhm.
So you want to be able to have space for that. Also, let's see. Look at your vanishing point line. It's not correct. You've got this going on. You've got like this going on, and that's not what's happening.
Oh,
That.
you're right.
Yeah. A line like that, and not to be like, I'm not trying to be a critical,
No, no.
critical, but like lines like that, you get those wrong, and it's really noticeable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Jean, how did you get time off? Did you just say, screw it, I'm gonna do it?
Tonight? Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. I have 2 interviews tomorrow.
Work forever.
I have 2 interviews tomorrow. I've got to get a job that doesn't suck up so much of my life.
Right? Well, you know what's interesting about a drawing like this is there's some interesting patterns, right? There are like little cathedrals between each of the trees. Can you see that? There's like this space, which has this kind of cathedral-like shape. There is this dark and light cathedral-like shape. It's kind of got a sort of natural, not that I'm trying to send you to church or anything. But it has,
Well,
Sister,
Jean's gonna come to church and draw with me, so you can
well, there you
send
go.
us to church. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And me too, if I ever get out to New York, Jesus. This is so much better. Good. And while you're working on this, you should think about what is the color I want to use. I've actually decided to go with a color I rarely use. And it's interesting, in the abstract art class, the game we played was there were all these different painting techniques in a hat, and she would pull them out randomly and you just have to do a layer. So one instruction was use a color that you find repellent. Actually, we could totally do that in this case. Actually, if I really wanted to do that, I would do sap green. I must have it in, because I always wind up with it. I hate, so you could pick it, but actually I was just thinking ochre or some kind of weird, that for me seems like a fun base for this as we start to go. You can of course do your, whatever base you want. So you should be thinking about what color is my base gonna be? It'd be neat if we all picked a different base. Addie, is this working for you okay? Are you getting, is it feeling too hard? Or are you doing all right?
I'm doing good. I'm just not that fast at sketching, so
Yeah,
I'm almost done with it
I
though.
just wanted to make sure I didn't throw something too hard at you.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Great, great. And Jean, if you feel like you've made those corrections and you're done, go ahead and start your base. What color are you going to use?
I think I'm gonna use a really dark green
Ooh,
because there's really no green in this, but it should, the undertone should be green.
yeah, that could be really gorgeous. And remember, you get to pick, right? So like it can have green in it if you want to. I
Yeah,
mean,
but that's too obvious. for Trish.
truthfully, there is this pukey kind of in this picture, and there is this pukey kind of sap green color, which looks really cool here in this context. But before anybody else starts, I'd like to see your, do what Jean did. Send me your drawing at least once so I can take a look at it before you start painting. How's it going, everybody else?
Hey Leah, can I just hold my picture up?
Oh yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me spotlight you. Oh, nicely done. So the only thing I want to show you, you know what, actually that's pretty good. I mean, you'll notice that your little arch here is kind of farther apart. You might want to scoot this tree trunk just a little bit to the right. Otherwise, because these trees are all planted in a kind of order, so it's kind of noticeable, right, when one's a little bit farther, right? But other than that, very nice work. Okay, then what color are you gonna do? What color are you gonna do your base painting?
I was thinking either like a greenish blue or a purpley blue.
That sounds excellent. And then what's gonna be the top layers? Any idea? Are you gonna use colors? Or are you gonna do
I like the
something
idea of like golden color.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So as usual, let me demonstrate how this looks for you guys. Let's see, I'm just gonna give myself, I'm gonna put this up just a little bit. this up. All right, so I'm going to start with yellow ochre. Jean's doing green. Addie's doing sort of purpley blue. Paul, we don't know what you're doing yet. I'm curious to see. Oh, I need to get a little bit more water. I'll be right back. I'm starting with kind of a bigger brush. How big? Maybe like this.
You want to pin me?
What's that? Oh, yeah, sorry. You don't like us
Thanks.
looking at you? Why you don't like that? And so for my darkest layers, I'm going to the darkest areas first. Notice this isn't super dark, right? So in my lighter areas, I'm going to use a much more washed out variation. And I find it really helpful to just go in and do all the darks as I see them. So there's this kind of dark in between here. It's kind of up and over here. I'm going to send you a picture with a kind of map of the darks, as it were, to help use out the darkest darks. Dark there. See how I'm just skipping over the lights? Dark behind here. Except where it's not. It's super dark back here. Yeah, actually, this is a good practice for this group because you all have been doing this for a while. And I like the idea that you're learning kind of how to we're learning how to simplify in a way.
Okay, Leah, I've decided to go with yellow ochre and burnt sienna.
Okay. Do you need to send me send me a picture of your drawing first?
Oh yeah.
This is the map of where the darks are. The darkest. And you're going to see I used, let's see. This is the map of the darkest darks. Right here. Already it's looking kind of interesting, dynamic, a little mysterious. And by the way, if you guys ever have anything you want to do, you should send it to me as a suggestion across the WhatsApp thread. I will always take suggestions. So that is those are my darkest. There's a map for the darks, and you can use that to lay out your darks as well. So Paul, where's your canopy here?
Oh, it's,
These two trees.
yeah, I think that one is probably the only thing that I left out, or, well, I'm sure there's more of it at this point.
In.
Yeah, let me just try to draw that,
Draw that in. I think
yeah,
that's,
if you draw it around, it should work. Let me see what I can do.
yeah. Otherwise, looks great. I have a good feel. I have a sneakingly good, I'm secretly calling this month the mystery month. So all of our paintings are going to have a little bit of enchantment or mystery to them. So if you have ideas, send them over. Jean, I know you have ideas. So we're looking for things that have a kind of slightly magical look to them is the quickest way to say that.
I mean, honestly, you could just do cats the whole month.
That's true.
I know Jean would approve of that.
Absolutely.
Oh, speaking of cats, cats used to be, they used to be a regular at the Schubert Theater, which is like, in Century City,
Yeah.
which is like, it's just, it's a whole bunch of skyscrapers in the middle of, right next to Beverly Hills. And, but they shut it down, but they have like this really neat, it's like a photography exhibition place now. Kind of cool.
Really? Have you been yet?
I went, I went, but I didn't, it's expensive. So I gotta find cheap tickets somehow.
Everything is so expensive. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of everything being so expensive.
Okay. And just very quickly, Red Panda, dang it, Red Panda video break from the Oregon Zoo, which is the best. We love red pandas.
Oh, he's cute.
He's having little chews. He's chewing his little food.
Oh,
No, did you see that? Isn't that just adorable?
the cutest.
I know. I tell you, the Oregon Zoo is the best. Let's see. Oh, interesting, Jean. There's more dark than that.
I know, but
Follow my mat. Yeah, like you.
no, but this dark is the dark on the right is very hazy.
But it's still dark.
And I've cut off part of it. So
But here, there's dark.
yeah.
So get that dark in. Because I know that's tree. I know that tree is not really, it really does attach in the back to what's happening here. I'm not, and then mid-toned, and then everything else looks pretty good. Ooh, that's a really compelling looking, that's a really compelling looking underpainting, don't you think?
It's rather bilious, but
Oh, yes. As I go into the lighter layer areas, I'm using more water
Mhm.
and less, it's not even helping. Let's see. Lots of water. I'm getting very watery with my light areas. So I'm still, see how, I'll get a little bit darker. Jean, of course, has solved this problem in a really good way. She's picked a different color, which you totally could do for your dark. I'm going to try and pull this off with one color as the base. We'll see how well it works. All right, then, Jean, what are your top colors going to be?
I was thinking of going with kind of mustardy yellows.
Interesting. Do you want?
Again, going with the colors I don't like.
Oh, I don't have to do that. You don't have to.
No, but I think it'll be fun. I actually think it'll be fun.
Okay, all right. So you're going with the mustardy yellow, which is what I've got going here.
Yeah, and I'm going to use burnt umber and raw umber to darken things.
Excellent. This needs to get darker. Right, and if things go crazy, of course, we can always change course, right?
Of course.
One can always change course. So that's the kind of
Things look terrible. You can always put a wash and then start over.
Yeah, or just paint over it, right? Yeah.
Put a wash to like change the tone of the color.
And look at what, Jean, I want to commend you. You're getting very bold with your underpainting choices. Actually, you're getting very confident with color in a way I have not seen before, and I'm excited about that. I think that's really awesome. Here is how the rest of my painting looks. So you just see that my darks are very evident next to my lights, even though I'm just using this one color. Or you can do it the way Jean did it and pick a different color for you have options there.
Leah, for some reason, my brush seems to be beading with the water. Is there a way to fix that or remedy that somehow?
Well, what paint are you using, first of all?
Acrylic.
Are you using the paintbrush that you use to put oil paint on?
Oh yeah, it might still have some residue, huh?
Get the brushes.
Okay, let me try another brush.
Yep. If the water is beading, that's because there's oil on there. Oil and water.
Or solvent.
Yeah.
How does this look, Leah?
Oh, compelling. You can't send it to me, sweetie. Did your dad take the phone?
So I have on my iPad, I have the WhatsApp, but whenever I try to take a picture on it, it signs me out.
I see. Okay,
And
got it. Hold it up. Let's see. Up. There we go. Right, you're trying to move it out of the sun. How is it you in Montana have sun and we don't have any? What's going on there? Did you take our sun? Oh, that looks really badass. Look at how cool these look.
Oh yeah, I like that, Addie.
All these paintings are looking. That looks great. So let it dry. Get yourself a cup of tea, get a cookie, get your hair dryer and make it dry faster. I'm probably going to pull my hair dryer out in a minute. And then my suggestion is do a glaze with a complement. So for you, Addie, you might want to try a glaze with orange or yellow, and then start layering on top. For you, Jean, maybe purple would be a good glaze.
I've already started.
Well, you can always glaze at any time.
Yeah.
So But it's always good to give yourself it's kind of a good idea to give yourself a glaze. Here, hold on. I have to run and get I'm gonna do purple because I've got yellow here. I'm just gonna mix myself a purple. I don't really know what I want to do on my top layers. Think about that for a minute. Remember, a glaze, very light color, very watery color. I'm mixing, oh, sorry, Addie. So I'm mixing purple here and then lightly layering it just to add a little bit more texture to my underpainting. Also, some cool strips, excuse me, some cool drips. I'm particularly kind of trying to darken, getting a little bit more color in these dark areas. So although I've lost a little bit of value differentiation on this layer, I do like what the drips are doing. Oh yeah, delicious. Nice. Although I have absolutely no thoughts on how to do this top layer. So let's think. What do you think? Uh-huh. So if you want to, you can do that. If you want to, you can take out your hair dryer. It'll dry faster. That's the nice thing about water-based mediums.
Leah, what color red did you use for your purple?
What color red do I usually? Do you remember?
Quinn red.
Yep. This is kind of a funny painting class. I don't know how many people would have you like. We don't have that much time. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have you blow dry your acrylic paintings.
Why not? Everybody does. It's like standard.
It is. But I'm just trying to think of, like, even in art school.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those of us who worked in oil just brought our wet paintings to class.
Right?
Still wet. Yeah. No, everybody
Everybody.
everybody used the hair dryer.
Now I don't feel quite so sick.
God knows I gave up using my hair dryer for my hair years ago,
Exactly.
but especially during the pandemic.
Beautiful dress. So, colors. All right. How's it going, Jean? Out of curiosity,
I'll take a picture and show you.
please. I need to be inspired.
I don't know that you'll find this inspiring yet, but
Let's see. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Coming along. Very nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab a hair dryer.
We'll talk about getting yellow everywhere. We're gonna talk about how to do leaves on trees. Go into that shortly. So I'm kind of going with a blue-orange theme. We'll see how long that lasts. Kind of using a color I don't let myself play with enough, which is phthalo blue. It's kind of this crazy intense blue. So Jean, the only thing I'm wanting you to be careful of is to make sure right now you're putting darks on in this spotty kind of way, and they're much more dark. So your trouble later on is going to be, you're going to be struggling to like unify those darks. Do you see what I'm saying? They're kind of sitting splotchy like right now.
Right.
So just, that's why glazes are good, because they kind of help unify. That's why it's kind of helpful to have more dark. Just keep that in mind as you're going on. I'm really liking the painting, but I do want you to be paying attention to kind of the dark, that there's more dark than you think there is in this painting.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, and it'll look kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm just saying, be aware of that as you're kind of building up your layers. I mean, really, almost everything in the back
Yeah.
is dark.
Yep. But I want to kind of get an overall. Well, you'll see what I've done next.
Okay.
But no, then I will put more darks in before I put any more lights in.
I would recommend Glazing Dark, actually.
Okay. You think a purple?
Yeah. I think that'll look excellent. Yeah, getting there. Purple, go dark. Get real dark. Don't be afraid to go crazy dark with that glaze. So you guys see how I'm getting pretty dark with a lot of my shadows?
What color is that blue?
Why are you asking, honey? You trying to do what I'm doing, or I'd like you to pick your own colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would really like you. I mean, you can, it's phthalo blue, but like really the assignment is that, totally feel free to pick your own. your own colors here. As long as they match the values, it can be anything you want. So notice in these dark areas where there are leaves, I'm kind of doing a swirly pattern with my brush, with rather than the solid of the tree trunk, you know, around the tree trunk. In truth, there are some light parts of these trees. For the most part, it's fairly dark. The lights kind of come in on top of those darks. So don't worry about getting too dark. In your sort of lower layers, bottom layers. In truth, really much of the real estate, like 2/3 of this painting is really dark. And then this front section is light. It's interesting. And the light that you pick will really highlight whatever dark it is. You can also, by the way, totally stick with the mono theme. You know, just one color with light and darks, all blues, for example. But look at how just kind of getting in these first layers of color without even worrying about the trees yet. We'll deal with those second. Look at what that does to your painting. Let's see. So, right, so Jean, look at all this dark back here. So that's where you're kind of wanting to get to. I know it looks mushy right now, but it'll look better on later layers. People have this fear of dark. Quite frankly, unless you're working in watercolor, you know, you shouldn't be worried about dark. You should be worried about less dark. That's when your paintings start to look flat. See how I can lay light down on top of dark and how nice that looks? I can totally make that happen. I can't really do the same with dark. Adding dark on top of light doesn't work that way. Neat things happening.
That looks great, Leah.
Thanks. It's really just, right, layering in the lights and the darks with an emphasis on the dark, knowing that I can go back in, see, I can get lighter, right? All right, I'm gonna stop for just a second and clean out. You may have to, at this point, stop and clean your brush out before we do the kind. This is what I consider sort of a top layer, but not a finished top layer. So when you guys are ready, we'll talk about kind of things that can finish this. Is that Janet who popped in? Yes, it is. I knew it was you, Janet, sneaking in. What are you working on? Do you have open studios this Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday.
Ah, is it gonna rain or are you all good?
Hopefully not. It doesn't look like it.
Hi, Janet.
Hi.
Janet, is yours outside?
Yeah,
Ah,
But there's a tent. There's gonna be a tent, right?
we're gonna have 2 tents.
2 tents.
Janet, I think the lady who does your prints is the same person who does my friend Beth's prints.
Oh yeah, April, Tracy?
Beth forgot her name because it's been a while since she used her, but we were talking about it. And she's like, I think it's the same person. Did she used to live in like West Orange?
East Orange, yeah.
East Orange? Yeah, it's the same person. Isn't that funny?
Awesome.
She's awesome. She's the best.
Yeah, Beth loves her too. That's really
the
funny.
things she did for me in the past month are just like above and beyond.
Yeah, I'm getting prints done. I need to do that. That's like on my agenda, definitely, like in the near future.
Yeah.
One of the things I can see here is that my trunk, even on the light side, is darker than my grass. So as I start looking around at things to fix, right, I'm looking at where's an edge that I can work to promote more contrast. I have this kind of light purple. I thought I might sketch that, lay that on top in kind of a soft, maybe I don't like that, but I thought I would try it. Mhm. And this light kind of extends on both sides of the tree. So that's one thing I'm trying to do when I'm looking for sort of finishing marks. I'm like where is an edge that I want to kind of come out? Another edge that needs to get a little bit lighter is here, the road. Right, so that my shadows will show up really nicely. I have this kind of light purple and this kind of light blue. Weird out of the tube things. Oh, I know what I need. I don't exactly have, believe it or not, I don't have turquoise right now, but I do have teal.
What?
I know. Don't ask me why I don't have turquoise. I think I ran out and I just haven't picked
Teal
up.
is fine though. That's the same thing, kind of.
Yeah. So now I'm coming back in with a little teal to make my trees sort of pop a little bit more. My medium trees. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking for. Teal is very poppy color. The other thing I'm going to want to do is work on my leaves. So really, you'll see here that there are circles where the leaves, there are circles where the leaves kind of, the light leaves meet the dark. Trying to decide if I want to use any orange. I think I do. I'm mixing up a little bit more orange. So wherever I'm seeing light leaves, I'm kind of dotting in the light leaves kind of on top of the dark. Here, there's a few, and I'm using a kind of a ragged brush. I don't know if you guys can see it. I need to get more yellow, hold on. I'm using a kind of ragged brush so I can sort of tap in on top of, so see how I'm kind of going over the light dark edge in a kind of tappy way with lighter colors. I can't, this does not work if I try to go dark to light. The dark needs to be kind of more covering. And then the lights kind of sit on top of them for this to really be effective. See how I'm kind of tapping right over? I'm doing here, I see some light here. I see some light here. Oh yeah. I see some light here. But really, I'm focusing at the most, really trying to make these soft areas where light leaves kind of hit dark leaves. Therefore, I don't have to paint every leaf. I just need to paint where the transitions are between lighter and darker leaves. And if you can get this, if you can really understand this, that is the secret magic trick to painting things with a lot of detail. Is that you don't paint all the details. You go and you add detail just where a light edge meets a dark edge. So up here, there's kind of this, how do I do that? Probably do that. It's kind of darker and shadowier back here, so I'm layering in a kind of bluish color that's sort of a medium. Maybe I'll do that back here too. How's that looking? What do you guys think? Don't tell me I've
It's good.
okay. I was gonna say, don't tell me I've been on mute this whole time.
Leah, you've been on mute this whole time.
As I was talking about how to do trees.
You know I'm being obnoxious, right?
I know, my love.
Okay.
I
You
love-
wouldn't expect anything less from me, I know.
Exactly. I'd be like, Jessica, come on, step up your
Yeah.
being cutely obnoxious gang, which isn't really even obnoxious, but I'll take it because
Oh, it's totally obnoxious. It's intentional. I'm not sorry.
I'm
Just
not
letting you know.
sorry. Not sorry.
No, I think I've been hanging around my cats too much.
Not
They're not sorry about anything.
And I'm kind of now drifting in a little bit more of a purple color into my dark, so my dark isn't so consistently. It isn't so boring. It's funny, I did not like the purple, but once I laid in just that tiny little bit of teal in here, might be overdoing it now. I like the purple a lot more. I feel like it does a really good job with its light. So that's why you're like, that's why we try these things. I'm going to cover it up with some of it, just a little bit. Yeah, that does good. So really all the time, I'm kind of really, my first area of immediate focus is what are the light dark shapes that are happening around this tree? There we go. Yeah, I think that looks all right. My light line back there got way too thick. Little bit of light goes a long way. All right. Let's stop here because I want to see, I want you guys to share where you're at. Regardless of whether you're happy with it or unhappy with it, not sure, have no idea.
You were right about the splotchy darks.
What?
You were right about the splotchy darks.
I'm always right about the splotchy darks. Really, this entire thing here is mostly dark. Just a few lights. Ah, there you go. Now it's coming along. There you go, Jean. That's looking great. Nice recovery. Beautiful. I love the combination. This is interesting colors too. They're working. Actually, what you're doing is what the subject is. Actually.
Yeah, actually.
I don't know if you were intending to do that, but that's totally what
Well,
you're
kind of, but I was like, that's an ugly mustardy yellow. Oh, I should do it because that's a color I don't like.
right. But look at how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Got this kind of romantic look to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice work.
But now Inkling needs attention.
No. Hello, Inkling.
Hi, Inky Ink.
Hi, Inky.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, hi, baby. Oh,
Go, good
Cutie.
boy.
Is that enough attention? Can mommy paint now?
No.
No, exactly.
For the first time ever, I heard Diana kind of irritated with Sunny last night
What?
because like she was like, I want to paint. And Sunny was like all over her. And she's like, this dog, it always wants attention. I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever heard you get irritated with Sunny. She goes, like, obviously Sunny was competing with her ability to paint and she was missing her painting time. Like she's had to miss a lot of painting time because she just did this gala, the first fundraising gala for the LA Press Club, which apparently went well. They made a lot of,
Good.
but like took a lot of time, and so she missed a bunch of classes. And now she's trying, now she's like, yeah, don't mess with my painting time. As she's busily planning the next gala.
Well, I'm finished with number 5. I got 2 more to go. I'm very excited.
Series.
Yeah, I need to finish all 7 before I put them out. This is the one I've been working on since May.
Because you've been getting out a lot.
Well, it's that, but these also like take a really long time.
They do.
They're a good, like, they've all been planned out. I planned them all digitally and that took a long time.
Right.
But the actual painting time of them on the low end, it's 8 hours each.
Right.
But some of them have taken 14 hours, like easel time, even just already planned. They just take a long time.
And how big
I wish they didn't, but they do.
How big are they?
They are, the paper says it's 8 by 10, but it's kind of not. It's a little bit larger. And these are pastels. The Fearless one was oil, and that was a 9 by 12, and that took 10 hours to paint.
These
These
sound
are
very ambitious.
I
like it.
These are a little like this paper is like a weird measurement. I think it's like 8.5 by. It's supposed to be 8 by 10, but it's a little bigger. It's like 8.5 by 10.5.
Right. Like basically.
I'll have to. Yeah. Yeah, they're a little larger than 8 by 10, but they're just complex.
Yeah.
They take a long time. My studio work does tend to take me a long time.
Well, you're dealing with a bunch of things there. Composition,
Oh
right?
yeah, no, I planned it all out. It's just the actual painting time. They are not like, I don't knock them out like I knock out the plein airs.
Right.
It's a good balance though, because not everything we do has to be fast. Like you
Uh-uh.
need to
Yeah.
slow down sometimes and be
That's
slow.
right. That's right.
So I do a lot of fast work, but my studio paintings, like the ones that I do over several sessions, those are slow paintings.
They're slow.
And that's, I think, okay, because you have to have like both ends of it.
I
You
agree.
can't just dash things out all the time.
I agree. I agree. It's always good to have, that's why I go back between oil and acrylic. Because sometimes I really like to work and need to work fast. And other times I want to force myself. Well, truthfully, always I would probably work fast if I didn't put any, just like you, if I didn't put any sort of, if I didn't give myself assignments that were, you know, like that kind of slowed me down. So oil slows me down, which I think is just always a good thing.
A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people through the years go to oil from acrylic to make themselves slow down.
Yep.
But you can still work fast in oil.
You can.
I work fast in oil a lot.
Yeah,
You
can.
So I mean, you
depends
can.
on,
It's
like
just
what
different.
the environment is, right? You're just setting up the scene.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the work that I do, like my figure drawing and even the plein air to an extent, is like going to the gym for me. But at the end of the day, what are you going to say with your art? You know, so like my studio time is like that's my voice, and that's what everything goes into at the end of the day.
I hear you.
You know,
I'm picking up
what you know, you have your practice, you have your skill set, but what are you going to say personally and individually with it? So that's what my studio work is about, and I'm very slow with it.
That's good.
Well, it's not, because it's important to me and it just takes me forever to get it done, and it matters to me, and I'm slower than I'd like to be with it, but it just is what it is. It's not like I'm not working.
Right.
I've done speaking only of outdoor painting plein air, this calendar year to date, I've done 49 plein airs.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
And that's
believe,
not including like the church stuff or anything else.
I believe that, kid. You're out all the time. You're all the time out.
That's why I have to win that Jerry's contest, because I want the $200 prize, because I need to, like, this stuff gets expensive and I need like paintings to fund paintings at this point. So that's why I want it. That's why I entered that contest. I want to win. So send me like the winning vibes, because I want the $200 Jerry's certificate.
Sending you the winning.
Just want to buy more plein air paint. That's what I want to do. That's all I want to do.
Sending you the winning vibes,
Yeah,
right?
thanks. Thank you.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you actually did?
Yeah, I know there aren't that many entries, and I don't think a lot of them are very good. Just gonna say, just because I'm biased. Also, I really want to win because I really want the Jerry's gift card.
I mean, let's be real here. This is what we.
Yeah, let's be real. Just being real. I need to get a couple more brushes. I'm gonna need to stock up on some paint. I just bought 80 panels, 88 by 10. So I'm probably okay for like, I don't know, 8 months, maybe. So stuff's adding up, peoples. It's adding up. I gotta win a contest. That's what I'm gonna do. It's my plan.
I will send you many winning vibes.
Thank you. I appreciate that very muchly. Well, I'm going out tomorrow to paint too, because I have the day off.
Going.
Yeah.
Where are you
Going?
going?
Good. Probably Brooklyn.
Nice.
Go down to the Botanic Gardens and just like see some trees for a while. I think it'll be fun. Yeah.
All right. Let's stop looking at this. Everybody, how's it going? You see, your colors don't have to be real to look right, but your values have to be real-ish. I'm not convinced. It makes you feel better, Jean. I'm not convinced I have my perspective lines right yet. Yeah. How is it going? I'm gonna send a, oh my God, it's like almost 5:30. Oh God.
This is kind of like the pumpkins. It's gonna only take 2 hours.
Well, take a look. Let's
6 hours later, we're still working on them.
stop and take a minute and let's see where you're at. I'll send you mine just so you can see where it is. You can always come to Sunday art class and finish it up. Just saying. Which might also be a Marie's class. That might be exhausting. Let's see. Oh, that's getting interesting, Paul. So just don't forget your darks. Keep going with the darks. Interesting. Interesting. I like it. Let's see. Oh, Addie, show me yours. Addie. Miss Addie. Where is she? Did you go? Where is Addie?
There.
Well, there you are. Okay. Show
Sorry,
it.
I was doing my painting with the hairdryer.
Okay, let's see it. Show it.
But I'm kind of at an odd stage right now.
That's all right. Ooh, it's looking good. Yeah. Yes. Just keep going. Just keep going. It's looking great. Wonderful, like paying attention to values. These are awesome. Oh, that's looking good, Emma. Oh, Jean, that's beautiful. Look at that, you guys.
Aw.
Jean, wonderful. I love the pinks and the yellows and the oranges and the browns. It's stunning.
The pink is just left over from the purple.
I think it's working together. Oh my gosh, wonderful. Wonderful. These are so beautiful, you guys. They really, really are. And you know me, I wouldn't just say that. They really are. Absolutely gorgeous. I am like stoked by this assignment. I feel like we've hit a new level here. Janet, what are you working on?
I'm working on my Twisted Bunker Halloween drawing.
Please send a picture over.
I'll send it over in a minute, but I don't know if you're ready for how twisted it is.
Well, after that, now, of course we want to see it. interesting about assignments like this is that because you do have a kind of overarching rule you're following, which is that you're trying to, match values, it kind of helps push you forward even when you're not really sure about color. That's kind of neat. I always find that really kind of cool. You've got like 15 minutes left, so don't worry, you've got plenty of time.
Leah, I have to go. I have to be somewhere at 6, so I'll send you what I have.
Yeah, just keep working on it. It's coming along nicely.
Thank you. Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, it's looking good.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna head out. Thank you for the nice studio time. It was good to see everybody.
We can't wait to see your stuff, sweetie pie.
Yeah, I want to get it out this year, like for
Yeah.
sure. I got 2 more to do. I
Yeah.
got 2 more to go. I got
Yeah.
2 more. I can do it. 2 more.
You can.
I think number 6 might go pretty fast, but number 7, well, it's going to take a long time.
Right.
I say that now, and now number 6 is going to kick my ass. What are you going to
You're fine. You got this.
do? All right. Yeah, I got it. It's just
Yeah.
it's just the like doing it.
Yeah, it's just
It's
the
just
doing
like
it. I hear you.
Doing it. I gotta do
I
it.
hear you. It's the doing it.
All right. Yeah, I gotta just do it. All right, lovelies. I'll see you all
Bye, nice to
soon.
see you.
Bye.
And Jean, take pictures, please, when you go to Janet's thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Janet, take pictures when you go to your thing. Send them over.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting ready to send you. Y'all better get ready because I don't,
Okay, we're ready.
might be the most demented one yet.
Janet, I love this demented side of you.
There's been some pretty demented ones too, as you know, so.
Yes, so you think this is the most demented? Okay. We're ready. It's beautiful. So this did turn out to be a very beautiful subject and actually kind of a neat one to work on.
I think I do want to do it in ink.
Yeah, definitely. Ah! Is that Dante?
Yeah, and it was in person and it was really interesting at the end. Everyone agreed that mine was the most demented because of the angle that I had was the most sinister of all.
I love it. I love it.
I can't wait to put the color on there.
Oh my God.
But we all brought something, like I brought the pumpkin with the stars on the table and Matt brought the vomit pumpkin. It was actually a gourd, the vomit gourd.
I love a vomiting pumpkin.
And Michelle had the mannequin head and the skeleton and the skull and the baby doll. And Dante came up with the idea of like what he was doing. Oh, it's pretty crazy. It was so fun. And we played like ghoulish Halloween music through the whole session.
Oh, fun.
And Michelle was dressed up like Star Trek.
I love it.
We had a blast.
Let's see. Oh, Jean, this is beautiful.
Janet, it's brilliant. I love it.
And then Jean sends this really beautiful, elegant thing next to this totally.
Oh my God, Jean, that's so good.
It's really good. So I'm glad you recognize that I'm right on the darks, because once you did that, you totally locked in this painting, Jean. Like seriously locked it in.
I'm still working on blending in the blobs.
That's okay. It's you've done a very good job. Excellent. I'd love to see yours when they come through. If you don't mind, I would like to run it across the Roaming Studio Instagram page. If you're not following the Roaming Studio, you can, and then I'll tag you. Trying to demonstrate what it is we do. Oh, beautiful. See how those pinkies and purples and oranges kind of all inform each other? Super.
The pinks are and purples are from the wash, and then
I know.
I
But
liked
how
leaving them
they
in.
play-
because
I
they're
like
nice.
how you let that wash do the work for you,
Yeah, yeah.
right? That's the exciting thing about this is how, oh, it's beautiful, Jean. It's just gorgeous.
Do you like the light in the upper right corner?
I really do. Yep, I really do. I like that little glow you have. It's very subtle, very nicely done.
I love that wash, Jean.
Kind of,
Thanks.
Oh, well, it's 5:30. Addie, let me see. Emma, let's see. Addie, let's see. Do you guys want me to keep on you want us to work a little bit longer?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, what if we go another 10 minutes or so? Emma, how are you doing?
10. I'm
Hey,
so signed up.
10 minutes. Jean, I know you want to.
I actually have to go back to work.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. Good luck with your dang. You finished it. You
Yeah.
really nailed this painting.
Yeah, wish me luck tomorrow because I need a job that doesn't cut into my painting time so much.
Okay. Emma, this is wonderful. Jean, great, great work today. Wonderful. Great work. Oh, Emma, this is really coming along. This is reminding me of David Hockney a little bit. You know who that is?
See you Saturday, Janet.
Yeah.
Yay.
Bye, Jean. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Great work. Stunning work today.
Thank
Stunning.
you.
Exceptional.
Is Jean interviewing for a new job?
She is. Oh, wait, hold on.